So quickly before we get started, I'd like to share one of my poems with you. This is just so I set a good example of the willingness to write poetry and share it publicly like this. Today, 10-year anniversaries are significant. I forget what I'm supposed to get for this. Wood. But I want to, this poem is about and titled and dedicated to my colleague who, with me, created this poetry competition 10 years ago, Grace Kim. A person that I love dearly and for reasons can't be here this evening and hasn't been able to participate in the poetry competition over the last few years, but I know for sure she's here in spirit. And this competition, this whole poetry event wouldn't have happened at Los Altos at all without her. And so this is a poem that I've written out to her. Grace poem. Separation is the central trope of this graceful history. Korea split, husband and wife split, Korean and American split by a hyphen. But there's a grace uniting these separations. Grace insists that I enjoy pumpkin yut and hangwa, but bakes the best oatmeal raisin cookies in the universe. Grace insists that I see Chongyang and that I read Clay Walls, but it is in teaching Ralph Ellison's Invisible Man that grace becomes most American. And it is grace that remains tied to tragedy, remains rooted in struggle, remains strong in faith, remains always a poem of grace. And we wouldn't have it any other way. First poem this evening by our Steadfast Poetry Club president, Rashmeen Kaur.
My poem is called The Exclusion of People. It is dedicated to Mr. Donnelly's civics class because I truly learned a lot from him. So I'm going to start. Woo! Woo! I have a dream. I have a dream. Damn it! I have a dream. Do you hear me, American citizens? That one day you will not be tempted to say that a colored immigrant becomes a white man's burden. But I dare to question our government's decision to put forth so much money and attention expunging the crime of illegal immigration. I have a dream. Dear government, let's get back into senses of your ignorance when in the year of 2011, the choice of creating the presence of a protective white fence border between unions like a barbed wire drilled through family connections, wastage of billions, anti-protection, indirectly discarded the tiny penis, squinted eyes, racially smart, responsible Asians that are beneficial to America's valuable economy, so choose between racism or the responsibility. And then you say the filthy-minded, terrorist, diaper-headed, confident Muslims. Why do you expect terrorists to get out of your nation while American soldiers can't get their butt out of Islam? But then at the end, the blame is at the Musliman. Fingers are pointed at the chanclita wearing, curry eating, taxi driving, 7-Eleven liquor owners, honest earning Indians. Here, I throw $1 into your hand, give it if you ever find a begging German man. But wait, there's still more. The dirty working, low status, illiterate, wetback, gangbangers, drunk meaners, border hoppers, hard-working Mexicans. There's no need of questioning their importance to this nation because Arizona's attempt to their elimination was a slap at their face for showing idiotic racial examination. I still have a dream. The observation of the increase of crime rates is because of your racial inspection. Disrespect to our perception of living the life of satisfaction has gone long beyond our imaginations. The importance of money has been poured within the precipitation of national debt and taxes, finance and elections. See, that's when you birth crybabies over the lack of jobs. Then a Latino immigrant becomes a white man's burden. I still have a dream, but our Mr. President declares not to be hesitant because he's got faith in the existence of the power of democracy, aka when people rule the government, justice, freedom, equality. Oh, that's why he chooses to spend 99% of our wealth in drowning our economy, because the useless strong marine and army is so important to the 99% of the unwealthy in this beautiful American country. So the word democracy spreads to the edges of USA's purity and social hierarchy. That's why the need of black and optic light continues to truly be a hidden misery. So sweet, precious government, get your eyes off of creating democracy in foreign countries and take a step into your own shitted reality. A dream is not black and white, not even white and white. Today, I had a dream, a colorful dream.
My phone's called, this is for you, so. This is for the men who sit at bus stops, going in any direction just so they don't lose direction. This is for the girls who were told their best assets lay in that very same way. For the rich, the ugly, the achievers, and screw-ups turn a leaf. This is for the girl who, instead of learning about Louis Vuitton, is shopping at Louis Vuitton. For the one who went from caring about her A's to B's, C's, and now only cares about her double D's. The one who's skipping first period just to get to second base with the boy she met this week. But only last week she broke up with her fourth boyfriend, who she met in fifth period, and had been with 6 weeks before she went to third base with him for the 7th time. So she's missing all her periods in school and the ones in her cycle, as she cycles through days filled with sorrow and pain, just barely getting by, trying to buy dinner for 2 ever since her right hand left. Turn the leaf. This is for the college senior who's still celibate and still proud of it. The one who raised himself with Proverb 31 and doesn't fall into the temptations of women who woo men. So he pays no attention to the girls that orbit around him like electrons in an atom as he waits for his Eve like Adam. Turn the leaf. This is for the high school girls and boys whose gas meters are always full and wallets alike. The ones who hate math because they can't understand it, like 2 plus 2 is 4 because the only thing that's more for them is looking pretty. So if they pass down to class, they pass on their chance to succeed and wait with ringing and bells to ring and freedom of their struggles. They're the ones who think that Botox won't only raise the skin on their faces, but also the number of guys who think they're pretty. The ones that think that plastic surgery will make sure that they'll never feel pain and become more plastic than the bodies they hope to be. This is for the ones who think that lying, killing, and stealing will bring them low. The ones who smoke till they're drunk and drink till they're high, because the only way for them to rise above their influence is to get high in it. So they ignore their so they love their homies and ignore their homes because their families don't show love as bluntly as their boys. Turn the leaf. This is for you. For everyone who can relate to my words and everyone who can't. Please, I beg of you to turn this leaf and turn the next and the next, and don't stop turning leaves until the brown is gone and spring comes back. This is all for you. Please make something of these words. Do not let them settle like the waves of the dying ocean that no longer dances for the moon. Keep them with you and let them flow through your body, because just like the sun kisses the ocean goodnight each day, you too will have your chance to kiss this world. And make sure that as you do so, you turn the leaves on your branches and let roots anchor you to this world that is always and will always turn for you. Turn the leaves.
So my poem is called Bones. I've been getting to know my collarbone lately, muscle memorizing my ribcage the way I used to memorize scales. That's a lie. I never had the patience for warm-ups. I always leapt untuned into music, scraped at songs like I'd file my nails. I've been unlearning my skin, your skin, all skin. When I shake hands now, I hear a click, clack, rattle. Meetings with a snap of bones, not a slap of meat. I have trouble forgetting people's faces sometimes. I have to focus on their skulls, to unremember what they look like and see what they are. Not understand, not as in personalities. No, personalities are the first to fade, and what I'm after is permanence, not echoes. I want to know that when my skeleton dances in the ground below, I'll be able to tell a friend by their bones. The way I see them now is hair, freckles, clothes, winks, the octaves of their voices. I'll recognize them by calcium deposits and scars of fractures spiderwebbing up their arms, getting to know them on a level 6 feet deeper than skin. Dirges are for those who drape mourning over their wit, night over their mornings. I'm leaving sorrow for the grave. It will mope off with my mortal troubles. I'll just grin as it goes. Why groan when you can build? And that's the heart, or rather, the spine of the matter. You see, I'm starting to suspect that my skeleton is a better person than I am. More upbeat, certainly, always smiling. I can't believe I haven't introduced myself until now. So I've been getting to know other people's teeth lately, concentrating on their smiles, trying to reflect them. Like mirrors, the nicest parts of ourselves are the easiest to crack, and often backwards, but bones and frozen laughs, they last the longest. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay. So this is called Blind Dolls, and just for anyone. All they gotta do is open their eyes in order not to fall, not to sink. In order to be some, not none. In order to be real, not a doll. But they're blind dolls. So they poke, they suck until there's none. Be taller, tanner, skinnier, be hotter. Fit in, be popular, get a boyfriend. If you're prettier, you'll get it all. It won't hurt so much. Bigger boobs, smaller hips, longer legs, darker eyes. A never-ending desire to be desired. You are ugly. You aren't good enough, and you never will be. That's all they hear. All they see is flaws, negativity, reality, blind to originality. Wasting time, capturing waste in perfection, becoming their own haters. Starve until eyes pop out, till bones pop out and eyes droop in. Hate until they feel they have been punished enough. Cut until the carpet stained red, the skin is raw, and the wife gasps for breath. Smiling through it all, lying to it all. These dolls are not dolls, they're girls, they're scared. They're blind to a better day. Blind from their own beauty, blind to their friends, the ones who love them. Blind to the reasons why they're here. The reasons why some force put them on this planet at this time, in this body, with this life. But they're blind dolls, sucked into society, just passing through every day with the same pain. As time passes, they lose youth, but gain vision, become less blind. But somehow, they always remain a bit fuzzy, forever slightly blind, until they finally see why they must see, or until they end it all. With a handful of pills, the pull of a trigger, the slice of a razor over the veins with which life bubbles at the surface. And they stay forever blind to the beauty that can only be seen with the eyes that choose to open.
Okay, so anyone who has known me or has seen me do a presentation at all knows that I wander around stage a lot and I do this. So it would be a really bad idea for me to hold the microphone right now. Can everyone hear me? Yes. Fabulous. Okay. I also wave even more when I'm nervous, so you'll be able to tell as this goes on. My expression will kind of start here and then we'll end up here. That's how it works. I don't think the way I'm supposed to think, I think. In English once, to prove a point, my teacher asked the girls if, given the option, they would take a pill that would raise their position in society, increase salary, lots of good things. And we all thought, well, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. But there's a catch. This pill has a side effect, not drowsiness or dry mouthness or itchy watery eyedness, but maleness. In order to have male privilege, we would have to be male. And suddenly no one wanted to take this pill, except me. Because I didn't think it was a big deal. I didn't mind. I still wouldn't mind. Because I hear, sir, and I think, yes. And I hear, ma'am, and I think, yes. Because I don't mind. I know they mean me. They're looking right at me. They just seem to have a different opinion. And I don't mind. I mind when I hear things like, why are you dressed like a girl? Or, why are you dressed like a guy? I will tell you why. Because I can, because I have, because I do, and because I will. Because the way I think shouldn't be completely controlled by the way that other people think. I think.
Johnny Henriquez.
I love you. Of course, always. This one's called Unclear Moments of Clarity. We are gathered here today to celebrate a matrimony, a conjunction of the human soul and expression, also a divorce, a departure of immoral aggressive agitation. You see, there's a revolution in my heart, a revelation of rebelliousness that was never really in hiding, just silenced by the want for material possessions, unnecessary shit. The media bombards you with propaganda to buy the latest fashion, short skirts, cute shirts, summer short shorts, and handbags, and you eat it up like it's a foreign delicacy that you never even have had. But it's not your fault. I blame our founding fathers, who were selfish enough not to give any credit to their mothers, sisters, and daughters. You see, it's human nature to desire, You see, what I'm trying to say is that society has shaped our ways. It's human nature to desire, but it seems want is rather excessive these days, wouldn't you say? At least for me, it's getting harder and harder to determine what it is I want and what it is I need. I see these young kids in foreign cars that cost $50,000 because they got pushed to start, but I come from a country where I've seen civilians going to work in a car that they got pushed to start. And these are the thoughts that bring me down, bring me back to earth and set my feet on the solid ground. The same ground that I trot around in my Nikes with. And I don't even want to know the labor young kids have to go through to produce this shit. But they look nice, don't they? And I got them on sale too. These are the compliments I give myself in order to hide away the truth. To diminish all and any proof that any pain and suffrage was exhibited to produce my shoe. I mean, look at the clean swoosh. That's the proof. Does it look like I can ever lie to you? How am I supposed to continue in this life when inside I'm fighting the battle that divides me in two? And what exactly does it divide me into? Let's see, I'm 20% renegade, 15% anger, 25% love, 10% inspiration, 20% hope and faith, 10% determination. I tell myself it's worth it and I use this as motivation, but that's 100% bullshit because you know I'm not perfect. You can't break me down to exactly what I am because I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm a constant contradiction. I'm a liar and I know it. I sit here before you and preach my beliefs, but as soon as I go home in this car I don't deserve and sleep under the ceiling that my parents worked for, the only thing that'll be on my mind is money and how to get more. You see, that's the thing. There's so much that I want, but I have all that I need. I've been blessed with this life. Everything's been given to me. That's it. I'm taking off this crown. I'm starting from the ground up. And don't think that I don't appreciate everything that you've done, because I swear on everything that I do. You are my inspiration to go out and show this world that I am capable too. Do what I can do, be all that I can be, and help others strive for their inner peace and tranquility. And all that I become is thanks to you, Mom. You too, Pops. You have taught me many lessons, though some unintentionally. I hope that as your son, I can spread the good I possess within me. I'm sorry I'm such a handful, but I had to get that off my chest. This is the only way that these unorganized thoughts can be peacefully laid to rest. Because when they're buzzing around my head, I can never possibly be at my best. So I give you all of these unclear moments of clarity until I have nothing left but a matrimony, a conjunction of the human soul and expression.